Hi, and welcome to the Word of the Week. This week's word is priorities. Now, we've been talking about the concept of New Year, New You, and the steps that we need to take to create that new you, to be the person you want to be in the place where you want to be. So our first step was goals, right? Define where you want to be, define what you want to do, define how you want to be. Then the second was habits. So habits were the actions that you take towards the goal, and by making them something that you do every day without thinking, they become a habit. Now, priority is one of those parts of the puzzle that are often missed. So you can have the right goals, you can have the right habits, but if they're not prioritized correctly, then you start to get into trouble. So what does it mean? What does priority really mean? So, well, the definition, we're going to use two, a preferential rating, particularly one that allocates rights to goods and services, usually in a limited supply. And the other definition is something given or meriting attention before competing alternatives. Now, I use, for my own personal goals, the kind of a format that I learned from a group they used to work with called The Ultimate Game of Life. Great idea. You use a happy goal, a healthy goal, a wealthy goal. So let's say, for example, that for me to feel happy, I want to take a 2-week cruise. And my healthy goal is I want to reduce my stress and blood pressure because I'm a little stressed out right now. And my third one is my wealthy goal is to save more than I spend, to get out of debt. Okay? Now, those are all three great goals, and I can take the actions and I can create some habits that would move me towards those goals. But if I have them in the wrong priority, I can get into trouble. You see, if my blood pressure is high and my stress is high and I need that vacation because I'm in debt, well, if I take that vacation first, right, I go, well, I'm just going to take a vacation, I'm going to feel better. Well, I'm digging myself into a deeper hole. So I really haven't helped myself. Now, if I made that priority getting myself out of debt, if I put all my time and energy or focus the primary energy that I have into making more, saving more, spending less, then maybe my stress level begins to go down, maybe my blood pressure begins to go down. At the end of the year I have some extra money, then I can afford to take that vacation. So I still have the same goals, I still have the same actions and habits that I've used, it's just I prioritize which one do I need to do first. And see, we often run into this problem that when we have all these different goals, that we put our energy in the wrong place, right? You can have the right intentions, but if your energy is put in the wrong place, if you have the wrong priorities, then it's not going to move you forward, right? It's going to actually hinder you and hold you back. And I think that's where a lot of people get confused with goal setting and this process, is that they haven't thought about the priorities, right? And the thing that one of my pet peeves is that people say they have a priority, but their actions don't match what they're saying, right? So when you do something, right, that's why I like that definition of something giving or meriting attention before competing alternatives. Everything in life is a choice. You can choose to do this or you can choose to do that. Now, when you made that choice, you have made that action. That is now your priority. That's the thing that you've decided to do as an alternative to doing something else. So your actions will dictate, will show what your real priorities are. I see it all the time as a teacher, people who say, oh, my priority is to get my black belt next year. But when they're given the opportunity, when they're given the ability to make choices about how they spend their time and their money this year, they'll decide to go on vacation. They'll decide to take a month off of training for whatever reason. They'll decide to spend their weekends doing other activities instead of coming in and trying to get some extra classes. So what they said is a priority and what they have chose to prioritize are two different things. And that's what leads us to frustration. And that is what prevents us many times from achieving the results that we want to achieve. So really think about, what are your priorities? What are the most important things? Make the things that are the priorities the first thing you do. Don't move on to the second until you get the first one done. Really put your energy into the things that are most important to you. Clearly define them, clearly act on them, and then you'll get the clear results. Okay, thank you very much and hope to see you next week.